Hobart's ready. We're ready to go. We're ready to race in the Temple Challenge Cup. Columbia University, USA on the left. Hobart College University, USA on the right. And the early stages, just in the first 5 strokes, Columbia University easing out there. Hobart College coming out to the middle of the course here, slightly offline. We know that the water is coming onto the stake boats from the right-hand side in the early part of the races. And now Sam Zuckerman taking corrective action, easing back in, taking the straight line. Looks like a boy there in the middle of the course, and they're being warned here because Hobart continued to come across into Columbia University's water, and every time that Sam Zuckerman puts his rudder on here, that is taking speed off the boat.
Yeah, that's not an ideal thing for a cox to do, because especially off the start, you want to be going up and down those slides on your seat straight as you possibly can, and when you're going full tilt off the start, any sort of movement, and that can come from the steering, any sort of movement might put you off and you might catch the water a little bit, which was happening there a minute ago, but looks like they're back on track and it's quite close.
Columbia University, USA just tracking the booms here, looking a little better. They'll have the better water here. The great thing about these courses that at various parts down the 2,112 meters, you get a little bit of advantage, just on the margins. So in the first part to the barrier, the advantage is on the far side. So you want to be going in and past the barrier with your nose ahead, because you know in the next part, the next quarter of the race, as we veer out towards Fawley, it becomes the advantage of Hobart College. And so in the early stages, the first quarter now down, Columbia University, USA taking advantage of that as they drive out. They've come away from all the crowds here. You can see a little bit of crosswind coming from the left-hand side. So again, tactically, you've just got to think about where you are on the course. Don't use the rudder, pick your line, defend your water. And still we're seeing Hobart College USA just weaving around a little bit. And every time they do that, it just hands a little bit more advantage to Columbia. As we come onto the drone now, overhead here. But it's still close, it's still there tight. As long as Columbia lead by half a length, as long as there's only about that much, Hobart College, sitting to the left of your picture there, are right in amongst it all. This is a great race to the halfway mark. Alex, talk us through now. You're sitting half a length up in your case against the Australia tomorrow. What would you be doing coming to the halfway mark? What's the call? What's the game plan? I'm
not going to give away the game plan right now. My opposition are going to be watching this, I'm sure, and listening. No, when you come to halfway, and whatever point in the race you are, if you're half a length up, you've got to make it a length, and if you're a length up, you've got to make it 2 lengths. In an 8, you've got to get out as far as you possibly can ahead. It's very, very difficult to come back in an 8. A stroke man and the crew that's down feels so far away from the stern guy, the front guy of the other boat. You can't see you can only see puddles, you can only feel puddles, so it's a huge psychological advantage in an 8 to get as far up as you possibly can. So it really is a battle, flat out, as far down the course as you can possibly go. And I think that's what Columbia are doing quite well here. They beat Imperial College yesterday by a length, and it's looking like a kind of similar race at the moment, but they're still in touch. Hobart's still in touch. It's exciting. This is a good race.
So if you were going to call it, it can still go any way here. Columbia University on the bark station as they come underneath us. That's the left-hand side, 3/4 of a length. Coming out a little bit more from their boom. That's what I would be doing if I was steering this boat now, because you're out in the middle of the course here. Just put the puddles down, because you can see, look at the puddles coming down the right-hand side on the Columbia boat here. Make it just a little bit uncomfortable for Hobart, because that will just disrupt their rhythm. And it seems to be working now. Columbia University easing out again, 3/4, perhaps just a fraction more. They need, though, a length lead at the top of the enclosures to step on. They're still in the danger zone. As we come out onto the wide course here, and we're seeing Henley resplendent in all the colours, all the pageantry and tradition, but on the course here it is all about brutal strength here. This is going to be a battle and a fight right to the last line, last stroke. Every stroke now matters, because look how close these crews are here. Right back at it. Hobart now coming back. They've moved from a half a length, 3/4 of a length down to a 1/4 of a length here. The race right on here. They're through the general enclosure. They're now coming into the stewards enclosure. They'll mark every part of the course.
This race is brilliant. Both coxers will be screaming at their crew to increase the rate. There's nothing left to lose. This is the final for them. For one of these crews won't be racing tomorrow, and they just have to get that rate up and sprint to the line now. There's not long to go. Let's do this. This is a great race.
So coming through the progress board, traditionally about the last 10 strokes, Hobart College still sitting just second here now. They're on the right. This is the Columbia University. It's going to be very close here for the very last time. Both coxes, Sam Zuckerman in the Hobart College boats and Waiku in the Columbia University crew pushing the guys on here, but Columbia now holding off Hobart College, and it is Columbia University squeezing away. Well, it was almost overlap, almost level at the halfway down the enclosures, but Columbia University held off. A challenge, a valiant challenge from Hobart College. It is Columbia University through to the next round. And Hobart College, well, they ran out of course. It was a valiant effort, but today it's not to be.